And here we go. So normally we have most players start with 2 team members. One of them will finish up the blue Brinstar area, and the other will go through the Link to the Past starting. Some teams decide to both go into Link to the Past because the item density is a little bit higher. So looks like only 50 rupees there on the Lake Hylia item, as Antinomy and Locklen both head into Blue Brinstar to check out the item locations there. All right, so what do we have here at the Morph location? Only an arrow upgrade capacity, so not looking for a vanilla Morph Ball today. All right, and Uncle here in the beginning of the escape sequence. The first chest having hammer! What? What early hammer nonsense is this? Full magic decanters from tree poles is super nice. Killing the crab before you actually see what he gives feels bad. And only a heart piece there in the lumberjack cave, so it doesn't look like we will... Sorry, everybody. Doesn't look like we will need to do Aga, at least not for our lumberjack cave access. All right, so Cynas is doing the Chris Houlihan glitch, which allows you to pick up a quick 250, I believe, rupees, early game money, and nothing that was really of value in the Blue Brinstar area. So the early Super Metroid game definitely locked behind either Screw Attack, Speed Booster, or our Morph Plus Power Bombs, or regular Metroid bombs. So. All right, so we have Blind's Hut here. No bombs for sloaters. So hopefully he'll find some bombs here that will allow him to check the back room. Or Morph Ball, that works too. And Screw Attack, yeah. All right. Okay, all right. So, the Swamp Palace Dam area not holding anything of value, but Antinomy, knowing exactly where that Morph Ball is definitely hightailing it straight to Kakariko Village, while Sloaters checks this bottom of the well, only picking up power bombs and a reserve tank. Cynas going through the Lost Woods here, thinking, well, what do we got? They'll find their value in Blind's Hut shortly when they pick up their Morph Ball as well. But he does actually have a single bomb, so that will allow him to check the location behind the bombable wall there in the Blind's Hut. We'll have to see if Team Gigargang on the left is missing out with anything there. And Locklen making the play over to Desert Ledge and Agina's Cave. The criteria missiles location there behind the bombs is only a energy tank. Really good pickup at early game time. All right, let's see what was here at Agina's cave. Cynas, I was gonna say Cynas got a bottle that he was gonna check Sick Kid, but I guess he thought again. Big 20 at Agina's. Okay, so Cynas is going for the bomb hut here to use his one bomb, open up this area that allows him to pick up some pots and get extra bombs as well. Terminator is just a bomb capacity upgrade, which could be good. Definitely will help out in a couple instances. And Locklen going for the escape sequence here, all the way to Zelda's chest. Antinomy giving us a look at the item back here at the well that we did not get to see earlier with sloaters. Just some super missiles. Still very important to have for your ammo count with Super Metroid, but definitely not a progression item. Nothing that they will miss out on if they don't come back for that. Getting a peek here at the bomb hut for the chicken hut. Also just some super missiles. Antinomy doing the bottom of Blind's hut. Hasn't bombed the wall yet, but we did get a Quake medallion from one of our runners. I believe that may have been Locklen there at the first chest of escape. And Varia suit at the Brinstar Reserve? What? That's really hype. We love that dark world, or that hot room access there in Norfair. Keep thinking dark world access. We haven't quite gotten there yet. And the Edacoon's giving us a piece of heart, an ice beam at Zelda's chest. Hello. Zelda's chest is a frozen piece of heart that turned into an ice beam. Chest in the back of Blind's hut is only some missiles, while we see that Edacoon's power bombs are a heart container today. Sloater's heading over to the big pink area using his screw attack to get through those bombable walls. Cynas about to find out that the race game that he's so ready to just go for. Oh, saving and quitting. Because Locklen told him it's just a piece of heart. Alright, charged item is some super missiles. We'll have to come back to find out what's at Waterway another time. Mini Moldorm check here by Antinomy. As Cynas heads into the Super Metroid checks with his power of power bombs and his morph ball and screw attack. Sloater's doing a really cool trick. That's the wave gate room, using a missile to kind of glitch that gate open when you should have Wave Beam. Getting a heart piece for his work. And nothing to really speak of there in the mini Moldorm cave. Some ammunition and bombs, definitely very helpful, but no progression yet. Hopefully he doesn't get hit by this crab. It does 2 hearts. Oh my gosh! What a trolly crab there. That was really exciting. I almost couldn't breathe. Alright, so the Spo supers that you normally get, this is an early check with that, blue boomerang behind Gauntlet in Super Metroid. Mirror at Spo supers. What? Damn mirrors, though. Alright. Ice Rad Cave for antinomy, only turning up a big 20. Definitely a huge pickup for sloaters, having checked that early Spo skip there with the supers. Cynas kind of following through. We get a green hills check for sloaters is just missiles. Antinomy heading towards Uncle, gonna be picking up his hammer. Still looking for the Moon Pearl and the gloves to give us that good Dark World access that we need for Link to the Past. I haven't seen a map check yet. I don't think anybody's checked the map. So we don't know what dungeons are where, what crystals are in the light world or dark world. Locklen heading back to the bomb hut here to get some extra bombs. Cynas heading into the gauntlet of Super Metroid while Sloaters is checking the Spazer location. Spazer not turning out to be anything that we need. Wave Beam there at the gauntlet, so pretty nice pickup for the Fire Rod locked team. Wave is pretty good to have. Not required, of course, but adds a little extra damage and gets you through a couple locations. Oh, he makes it through with 8 health. That's a big deal. Nice job, Cynas. And antinomy doing the checks here with the screw attack through the beginning of the Blueprint Star area, grabbing that E-tank, heading over to clear out and possibly check the Billy Mays location, construction zone, as well as heading over into what I suspect will lead him to the Green Hills location to pick up his mirror. Sloaters with a nice Kraid quick kill, or the KQK. Picking up, an arrow upgrade for his work. That mini Moldorm getting stuck for Locklen there is kind of weird. Just a heart container at the Kraid missiles location. And Billy Mays gives us, wait, not just one item, but another. Reserve tank. Just some extra health, pretty much. Team Fire Rodlock finding out about their various suit location. Antinomy heading back towards... Ooh, grabbing Magic Cape there behind the... Oh, and a really nice blue bomber there to kill some of those side hoppers. Heading up to pick up his mirror here in the Green Hills zone. And then likely heading up to the Green Brinstar Reserve location to pick up his various suit as well. First look at Sahasrala's closet, and we have super missiles, the single rupee, and 5 bomb upgrade. Antinomy with the speed booster heading into the waterway. You can actually do a little short charge here. This is not really a short charge, it's just manipulating the floor above, like he's showing now, to boost through these blocks without gravity suit to pick up a big 20, while Ice Beam location only having a heart piece. So far, the various suit in the ice location is not giving us any progression. We'll have to see if he heads towards Crumble Tower to check out that location as well. Oh, the Moon Pearl was at Crumble Tower. He checked that before? Man, I missed that while I was watching Antinomy check the waterway. So my bad, everybody. Thank you so much, Sandres, for filling me in on that. Watching 4 people at one time can be a little nutso. Shovel in Eastern that I saw. Mushroom there at the high jump boots location. Eastern kind of leading us into a little bit of a troll here. I mean, getting Shovel is a little crazy. What is that going to lead us to? Sloater is coming back into Link to the Past through one of the 4 designated portal areas, taking him up to Death Mountain. This is in logic without the lantern or the gloves, just because of the way that the combo randomizer is laid out, that it allows them access to Death Mountain. Cynas about to find out about the item locations was Speed Booster that I guess he picked up as well. Or no, realizing that he didn't actually he hasn't actually picked up Speed Booster. And Antinomy, for some reason, heading down here to the Decora area, finally realizing maybe that was definitely a mistake. I think he tried to go for a blue bomber and hit the last tile. Accidental. All right, let's see what's here in the room behind the dark rooms in Eastern, and as well as Spectacle Rock, only holding a piece of heart at the top. And wait, what was that? It looked important, whatever it was. Yeah, I was gonna say, Sloaters also agrees with me. Pegasus boots! Boots! That's almost like French vanilla. Hookshot in Spectacle. Okay. I was gonna say, it kind of looked like Hookshot, but I only saw the little red tip right there. The boots, though, in Eastern. All right, Sloater is picking up the hook shot for Team Gigar Gang as Locklen finds them shoes, those boots in Eastern Palace, the big key chest location. Big key location of the big key chest. The big key. The big key. Cynas here picking up the Wavegate item as Antinomy picks up his Varia suit. The shovel only leading to some regular missiles. Sloaters with his Moon Pearl and Mirror heading up to the Hera locations. We'll have to see if this is going to be fire locked. Sloaters, you can't punch the switches. Come on. All right, so Cynas finding the mirror there in the Green Hills location for fire rod locked. All right, so we have just one more check here on Slitter's screen. Big key. Oh, it is fire locked. Hera is locked. Need that fire source. Cynas again heading to Waterway. Oh, does he actually have speed booster? Or is he just farming? Oh, he's farming power rods. That's what I was thinking. That's a good place to get them because those little larva dudes there, they are high drop rate for power bombs. And without regular bombs in Super Metroid, power bombs are a big deal. All right, let's see what else is here in Paradox Cave. One last bomb. Flippers? Gravity and flute? What is this? This is the new hype cave. What? Flippers, gravity, and flute. That's pretty ridiculous. The new hype cave, for sure. He still has that one wall that he can't bomb. He definitely made, I think, the better move by checking the chests up there rather than the two behind. Cynas and Locklen kind of doing a check through a lot of the areas that we've already seen before. Cynas here heading into the construction zone as Locklen heading towards wreck ship. All right, criteria power bombs only leading to some more super missiles, which I'm actually a little surprised that antinomy is not picking up. Supers, please. All right, Locklen heading towards the Red Tower location. Spiral Cave only leading to a piece of heart. We still haven't had a map check. We don't know where anything is at all. Antinomy, however, heading to wreck ship with the speed booster. Five bombs at the left side of the Red Tower top. And as much as I would like to say that chat would like to know all about what happens at this time when somebody plays the flute, we found a red potion in Wreck Ship. So that's so much more important than a cutesy little song played on a flute. Sick Kid, now in Logic. So now Cynas and Locklen pretty much at the same place. Just about. In Super Metroid, is Locklen going to head towards Wreck Ship? Antinomy heading up against Fantoon. And Sloaters with them flippers. Gonna give us a check here to the old man under the bridge. And then likely a play towards Waterfall. He may wait to do Waterfall until after he gets the rupee count that he needs to check with Zora. We may see a early check though. Big 20, still on that $20 from the guy under the bridge there. And it looks like Cynas and Locklen kind of traded places. Cynas heading towards Wreck Ship and Locklen heading to the ship, potentially going to pick up his various suit there in Green Brinstar. Oh, no, he's going to get his wave beam at... Oh, and he does... Oh, come on, so close. Go again, Locklen. This is a really tough trick to do what Locklen's doing right now. Without high jump boots, it's really difficult to make it up to the gauntlet. You have to do a nearly perfect wall jump. And he's so close. Come on, you can do it. E-tank and missiles at the waterfall location. No big deal. Antinomy finishing up with Fantoom doing this this quick check over here. Big 20 for his effort. Locklen makes the jump. High jump. Who needs high jump boots? Showing off a little swag here for Team Fire Rod Locked. We are actually Fire Rod Locked in Hera. Cynas getting that sweet Shine Spark across the moat. I feel like Sloaters is thinking, go grab my hammer and then head towards maybe thinking Eastern. I know that the left side team, the blue team, Gigar Gang, has not yet stepped into Eastern. And Antinomy making this check here to this really terrible location of Wreck Ship. Ooh, misses that jump. Falling into the water. Hitting that spiny little shark. The spiny shark instead of the shiny spark. Grapple beam! Wow. That's pretty big deal. All right, Sloaters checking here at Desert. We already know that it's pretty much a bust for Agina and the Desert Ledge, not accessible at this time. Locklen heading towards Green Brinstar, likely thinking, hey, let's mock ball to get our various suit. Here we go. Got that set up. Jumps while in transition to the door. Does the down. There you go. Sweet mock ball to the Brinstar Reserve location, picking up his various suit. Oh, yes, that's right. Antinomy did defeat Phantom while Cynas is there, also doing the same thing. So definitely on the tracker. Pansneck, my tracker bro. My co-com friend who is actually helping out today by tracking. If you could please mark Phantom for antinomy. You're amazing! Thank you. So antinomy is pretty much the only person right now who's showing us anything new that we haven't already seen. Cynas with a really good Phantom fight. Them Dopplers though, man. Oh, he tried to go for the super shot. Just missed it. Fire Rod locked behind Speed Booster in Wreck Ship. What? Wow. I missed what was there in the missiles in the sky location. All right, so definitely speed booster required. I mean, that's our current. What, guys? Hey, it's not the Sephi beam. No, that's the Miss Metroid beam. That's my beam. Listen, he has a fish. I get a beam. Okay. It's the Spaz beam. It's my beam. Wow. Just kidding, guys. All right, Sephi's going bowling. I mean, Antinomy's going bowling. All right, so Locklen making the quick play over here to check the Blue Brinstar area. Definitely going to be checking for the Billy Mays location, I suspect. Grabbing his magic cape on the way. Antinomy heading over. Gonna powerbomb this little Chozo. Getting silver arrows! What? Silver arrows and fire fire rod. What is this nonsense? Sloater's making the play into Meridia here. Doing a quick short charge, jumping up. Main Street missiles are spring ball. What? This isn't Sephi's game. This is my game. I rolled this seed. Just kidding. I mean, I'm not kidding. I really did, but I'm just kidding. It's totally his game. I'm talking about it. He's playing it, so. All right. Cynas here at the energy tank behind Wreck Ship. Gonna be grabbing his grapple beam as well. Mama Turtle holding super missiles, it looks like. Yeah, supers and a heart piece. Antinomy heading down to the top of the red tower before heading towards the wreck ship, I would assume. Or, I mean, sorry, coming back from the wreck ship. Keep thinking that Sloaters needs to go to wreck ship to get that fire rod, that hot rod. A heart container so far on the sandy beaches, while Sloaters looks to be heading towards the wishing well. That spring ball paying off. Let me tell you. Sloaters trying to do the beaches check. Let's see what's here behind the Chozos. Big 20, okay. Oh, and Cynas stuck in the water there behind. Is grapple really worth it? He doesn't think so. That's right. He resets. You can beat this game without grapple. Alright. So, Aqueduct. Gonna get a snail clip? Nope. Heading straight towards Dragon. So I think Cynas right now is just farming power bombs again. Because these little noodly dudes give you power bombs on a high rate. We got the bot wound fight. Going on for Sloaters. X-ray is only a heart piece. Cynas about to go through the attic and then head towards the bowling alley, which will lead him towards silver arrows and our fire rod. There we go. Bot wound down. Bot wound down. Antinomy actually heading towards this energy recharge. Definitely something good to do after... Oh, and that spark echo for Sloaters hitting those little bug sandquake dudes that... Oh, he missed! He missed! The happy. Saving that charge up and missed it. But still really cool tech for him to have killed those little bugs to fill up a little bit of his health there after Botwing. Cynas finding out about that fire rod. He's like, yo, we gotta go get that. Grabbing them spazers. The spaz beam. That's my beam. Antinomy with the jump there into the crate location. Without high jump boots or space jump. It's a little bit of a task. Sloaters with the short charges to speed boost into Dragon instead of using the grapple beam, which he did not yet pick up, which he probably won't pick up. Go for the blue suit. Go for the blue suit. Wait. Yes! Blue suit acquired. I don't quite know how to explain how a blue suit is required. Or acquired, not required, but has something to do with killing the boss at the same time that you're taking damage, I think. Elminster can explain it. He should be commentating with me, but he's being a lazy butt. Cynas grabbing those silver arrows and his fire rod. Sloaters finishing up with Dragon with a really good kill. Getting that blue suit, but unfortunately losing the charge at the end. Locklen about to give us a Kraid quick kill. Ready, set, go. Oh, so close. Almost got that Kraid quick kill. Antinomy checking the ice beam location for Team Gigar Gang, finding out that it is just an arrow capacity upgrade. No big deal. The first sword we've seen. The first sword there, locked behind our aqueduct speed booster location. The first sword. Sworded. Antinomy with the quick spike over to grab his Moon Pearl from the Crumble Tower. Where are our gloves? Hello? So Locklen here finishing up with Kraid. I'm hoping that he will make the next step over to check the ice beam location as well as the Crumble Tower and find that Moon Pearl for Fire Rod locked. Sloaters checking that left sand pit, finding nothing. Let's check the right sand pit, though. The right side is the right way to go. Sephi, Antinomy grabbing that mushroom from the high jump location. All right, some peebs on the right side that Sloaters is going to grab. Not heading towards the butt wound location, but definitely heading up towards plasma. All right, so Locklen's on the right course. He's over here at high jump boots, picking up his mushroom. Make sure you stop at ice beam. All right, let's see what plasma has for us today. $50 rupees, that's no fun. Plasma beam, come on. Somebody, yeah, can somebody give us a map check? All right, so Tower of Hera is definitely a pendant. That's what we know because it's on the tracker. Slaughter's going for the short charge, or the plasma charge, my bad. And nice, gets it. Gonna just quick screw attack, kill that pirate, head on its way. Elman started calling for a Super Metroid map check. It's right there on the screen. What more do you need? All right, Antinomy picking up his flippers, flute, and gravity suit. Locklen finding that hook shot for Team Fire Rod Locked. Definitely going to be picking that up as Cynas looks to be heading towards Kraid, I believe. Turning off his speed booster that allows him to do this little jump here from that ledge, wall jump, and then back up just like that. So long as he remembers to turn his speed booster back on. All right, antinomy doing the thing that everybody likes to always talk about, while Sloaters heads over to Bubble Mountain, which is one of my favorite places. Cynas seeing that heart container and saying, yeah, I think I'm gonna quickly grab that. And here we go. Locklen over to the eastern side of Death Mountain, going to also be picking up his flute, his flippers, and his gravity suit. Giving that knowledge to Team Fire Rod Locked on the right in red. All right, getting the waterfall check we've already seen is just an E-tank and some missiles. However, antinomy with enough of rupees, gonna be checking what it is that's actually behind King Zora. Do we have a life lesson? A love lesson? Man, Keiko. Coming out with the big guns. Definitely a life lesson from King Zora there, with only a piece of love. Not a whole lot of love, but just a little bit of love. And thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. We're focusing on the race, not on birthdays. Carry on. It looks like the speed booster location not really carrying a whole lot. Burning couches in stream chat asking how old am I? Is that one of those questions that you never ask a girl, right? Wow, magic powder on the way to the waybeam location. Thanks, KK. Team Fire Rod Locked on the right in red, finding out that Hera is Fire Locked. Fire Rod Locked? All right, and Slaughter is giving us this quick check here of the, well, if he can get the jumps right, for the Upper Norfair Reserve location. Nice spring ball jump. What? That's pretty hype. Really good showcase of some skill right there. Yeah, Lumberjack was just a piece of heart. Aghanim 1, definitely not required unless there's gloves at a location behind that. But we haven't seen Lamp yet. We've only seen one sword. So, I mean, we got a couple different things that are holding us back from Aga 1 yet being required. So. All right, Cynas making the play over here to the ice beam location. Hopefully he will check the crumble tower for fire rod locked and find that moon pearl. And it looks like Slitters is going to be heading towards the Crockermeyer location. Everybody loves Croc. Yes, Crockermeyer. He's so cute. I love Crockermeyer with his cute little like blinky eyes. All right, Cyna's making the play over here to the Crumble Tower. Going to be finding that moon pearl for Team Fire Rod locked. Still searching for them gloves though. Antinomy working on Botwoon finishes it up quickly, while Crockermeyer takes a quick dip in the hot tub. +5 arrow capacity behind the Crockermeyer at the E-Tank location. Cynas making the same play there with his speed booster heading towards Crockermeyer as well. All right, Locklen doing a save and quit after turning in his mushroom, finding only an E-Tank. Does a hard reset back to Super Metroid. Possibly thinking, let's save that mushroom for the fake powder glitch. But we also know where powder is, so why would you save that instead of keeping the E-Tank? I'm a little confused. Anyways. The item behind Croc having not been some progression. We're going to check here at Indiana Jones as well as the grapple beam location. Indiana Jones being $20. It's literally a $20 bill just sitting on a pedestal in the middle of a, Mayan palace somewhere. Grapple beam is some blueberries. So pretty much a $20 bill sitting on a pedestal with some blueberries. Locklen still not $20 from the old man under the bridge. Cynas is about to become really disappointed with his Crockermeyer play as well. We are getting a fried shrimp dinner tonight, it appears. I'm actually not going to have fried shrimp for dinner. I'm going to go have pho after I'm done commentating for my birthday. Okay, so pretty much everybody kind of doing stuff that we've already seen. I'm going to give another quick shout out to Pansnick, Mr. Pancake, in Discord chat as my tracker. Also, a shout out to Keiku Manshoyu as the main organizer and pretty much my boss here in this co-op tournament. Thank you so much for sticking around with me, volunteering your time, creating this awesome tournament that I've had so much fun commentating, organizing, just watching. You guys are amazing. Speed Gaming, thank you so much for hosting our tournament. You guys are awesome. Thank you, everybody in Speed Gaming chat, for coming around and watching our tournament. Makes me happy. All right, so antinomy grabbing that sword. They're in the aqueduct room for Gigar Gang again. The Fire Rod Lock team has not yet headed over to the Dragon rooms. Locklen being the only one that actually has gravity suit currently, heading over to pick up his Moon Pearl in the Crumbled Tower. Hopefully we will see some Meridia action from him afterwards. Slaughter's heading back into Link to the Past. Gonna go grab the old man. Doing some dark room strats. All right, Sloaters has the old man in tow, heading through the cave, trying not to fall in some holes, trying not to die by bats, but he's, you know, I mean, he's got 12 hearts. He's good. Cynas giving us some infinite bomb jumps here to head up to the Upper Norfair Reserve location, which we know has some fun toys behind it. Antinomy going to check Shack Tool with the gravity jump, it looks like. Plus spring ball. Gravity spring ball space jump. Oh wait, he doesn't have space jump. He has screw attack. Screw attack. Fun time jump. Like. Alright, Sloaters knowing that he got magic powder after Phantom, that he's definitely gonna turn in the mushroom and grab up that E-tank. I would too. Oh, come on, Antinomy. You're so close! All right, we're getting a magic bat check. Dun 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 dun. Wobble, 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 wobble. Harry, it's a piece of heart. Okay, so vanilla green pendant, Tower of Hera is a blue pendant. Eastern being the vanilla, and desert with a crystal. A crystal. Finally, the map check. So Nobo can't finish Eastern, but they're gonna head in. We already have seen the eastern check, so we know that there's not really anything there. But hey, we got Shack Tool coming up because Antinomy finally got that awesome gravity jump with power with bomb jumps. So fire rod locked on the right, seeing that the speed booster location is just a little bit of love and some ammo, but definitely picking up those super missiles. Antinomy, please don't kill him. But I love Shack Tool. Well, Solsky would kill him. But alright, Sloater's heading, I believe, to refill real quick, and then we will see where he's at. Okay, so with Shack Tool definitely not being a thing and him still surviving because that's just how we roll when we're awesome people. I'm trying to think of what else is left to check. I know that Locklen found Pegasus boots. Have we checked Bonk Rock location or anything? What if gloves are hidden behind Bonk Rocks? What else do we have to check? Well, yeah, Dark World, but I mean we're still pretty locked out of Dark World because we don't have gloves yet. We've only seen one sword upgrade. We don't have lamp. Can't head to Aga. I guess with the Meridia portal, there's quite a few things that we can check. Flippers were found in Paradox Cave, Tech Rock. So, but gloves is a big deal. Gloves, are definitely gonna be the thing. It's like Ice Rod. Today we have to find the gloves. So Super Gayabe in chat asking, where does the portal open? So in this combo randomizer, there are 4 fixed locations. One of them is the Lake Hylia rune seeker, the lady who tells you, fortune teller. That sends you to the criteria map room, I believe. And then the Death Mountain location above the old man sends you to the business center or the upper Norfair rooms just above high jump boots. Misery Mire right shed sends you to lower Norfair just after Golden Chorizo, and the Dark World Ice Rod Cave sends you to the missile refill room of Meridia just before Dragon. So there is some Dark World access with the Meridia portal, which they have access to with Gravity Suit and Flippers, both being in the same room, pretty much like right next to each other. That they can head through that missile recharge room from Dragon into the Dark World and do quite a few checks, including having Mirror is a big deal. That gives us access to definitely the main like Hylia Shore area up to Village of Outcasts. Well, I guess not Village of Outcasts without Titan's mitts or gloves. You can't really get there, but with hookshot, you can get to Pod. You can like hookshot across the river. Like there's quite a few locations that they could be checking. I just don't think that comes up very often in this combo, or maybe I just have not seen it myself. That's a big deal. Hype Cave could have glove. You're right. Man, there's so much that they could do. I don't know that any of these guys have yet thought about checking those locations because Flippers and Moonpearl and Meridia access with Gravity Suit is probably a little more one-off than a lot of people think. Hera has been checked. It's fire rod locked. All right, so we have 5-6 crystals at Swamp and Turtle Rock. The red pendant being at Skull Woods. So we definitely need that ice rod. What's it gonna be? Titan's mitts, power gloves, ice rod. The hunt will continue. People in chat saying that Locklen needs to be careful not to run out of health. He's got reserve tanks and 3 energy tanks still, even if he does continue to get an enraged Fentium, which obviously we're good now. He's definitely got enough health to get through that, especially with space with screw attack that nullifies the damage that you would normally take from those flames when he goes into the enraged phase. He's totally fine. So Sloater is picking up his fire rod as well. That puts the left side Gigar gang into fire rod mode, at least. Yeah, antinomy forgetting that he doesn't actually have gloves yet. Gonna flute away and try again. I mean, I guess you're right, Super Gayabe, that with Magic Cape, the Aga could technically be in logic with the one sword that we've gotten from Super Metroid. Hera has been checked. We knew it was fire locked. So Cynas is giving us some new information here because the basement was where the big key is, vanilla big key there in Hera. So this could be a new check, but they haven't picked up their sword yet. So they're going to be running on, no, Cynas, you can't kill those guys with the fire rod. Gotta do it with a hammer. Or bombs. Yeah, I guess bombs work. So... yes, Elminster. Flippers were in Paradox Cave with Gravity Suit and Flute. And yeah, Elminster RTA in chat saying what we were just talking about 10 minutes ago. I don't know that I have ever come across any seed in the tournament or just like personally or logically that has yet forced Dark World access through Meridia missile portal. But yes, that is pretty much their Dark World access at this time. But I don't think our runners, besides possibly Sloaters just now thinking about that anybody has actually even thought about it. So right, Elminster, of course, like I think that it's always been reversed. Like the only way to get to Dragon or something has been through. Anyways, I personally have never seen it, so I was just like, oh, we're still waiting on Dark World access, but then somebody else pointed it out, and now I feel like a dumb. So Hera is also still kind of turning up to be a bust. Sloaters is definitely like putting the thought into it and making the play, I believe. So, all right, blue team finally getting that 5/6 swamp turtle rock access information. Red pendant at Skullwoods, and he's definitely making that play. Cynas finishing off with Tower of Hera. And another sword! Our second sword! That is our other Aga access without Magic Cape. And we still need Lamp, I guess, so. Alright. So what's gonna be on Pyramid Ledge? Gloves? How funny would that be? Okay, antinomy finishing up with the escape sequence, grabbing his ice beam. Probably feeling pretty good about that, as that's information for the Gigar gang on the left side in blue. And Pyramid Ledge being the gloves. Like I said. Well, there you go. Okay, so we got some gloves. We should probably check catfish before heading to pod, right? Sloaters? Yeah. Check the fish. Chuck the fish. Throw it away. I mean, really, it's not a commentator curse. It's pretty much like the only other place that it could have been. That's just logic for you. Cynas making that play, picking up his flippers, his gravity suit, and his flute. We still gotta find Ice Rod, the Tech Rock, and Bow, and potentially medallions. We don't know yet what's going to be required for Misery Mire or Turtle Rock. So yeah, I totally have ESPN. That's like a thing. Big 20 from the big fish. Bow, Canis Amori, Ice Rod medallions. We already have found the Pegasus boots, so we know that is I mean, it could potentially be required still, but at least we know where it is, so. Oh god, half a heart. Use the red, yes! Eat the red potion. I almost said eat the red lotion. Alright, Cynas doing the thing that everybody likes to talk about. I mean, pretty much everybody does it. It's not like a cool thing to do. Ilminster RTA asking in chat, where was the glove? It was on Pyramid Ledge. because that's the only place it could be. I guess it could have been like the first couple chests in Palace of Darkness or something, if it wasn't bow locked. But with hookshot, glove, and pretty much everything else in the world, yeah, let's just do it all. And there's our lantern. That's our full pod logic without bow. So Ice Rod, and medallions, and cane. Chest game. Let's do the game. A single arrow made out of wood birch and infused with phoenix feather, fletched with the feather of a centipede. Just kidding. Okay, so grabbing up their fire rod on Locklen's end, antinomy and sloaters making the move to do the Dark World access through Meridia, grabbing their glove off of the pyramid ledge. And we head towards the digging game. Doing a lot of the Dark World stuff without Titansmiths makes it a little painful. Can't do the Smiths locations. Easier Dark World access from Village of Outcast. Only getting a heart piece there in the digging game. We'll probably get a couple mirror location checks here from Sloaters doing Stumpy real quick, and then the cave south of the grove, or the is he forgetting that he has mirror? Oh, no. Okay, he's going back. And team on the right, Fire Rod Lock, definitely not thinking of the logic behind Gravity Suit through Meridia with flippers leading to their Dark World access. Possibly still looking for a glove anywhere in Super Metroid, as I believe that having checked Tower of Hera, they've kind of exhausted their options within Link to the Past. So Sloaters definitely made the big move, I guess, by remembering that the Dark World access could potentially be behind that. And Hype Cave being 50 rupees. The 4 remaining chests as blue mail, missiles, 5 rupees, and some more missiles. People in chat are saying something about Kane of Samaria. Did we find Kane? Did I miss that? Antinomy found... Oh, wow. I was looking at Hype Cave. I missed Antinomy checking Back of Escape to get the red cane and another mail upgrade. So thank you, chat, for pointing that out. My bad. I guess if I just waited a second with Slaughter's checking this here, we would have seen it. So still need that ice rod, still need that bow. Charge beam would be brilliant. Antinomy heading into Thieves Town as Slaughters possibly heads towards Swamp Palace. Yeah, it looks like Swamp Palace is where he's heading. Locklen and Cynas both in the Meridia location currently. I'm hoping that one of them may possibly think that heading through the dark portal or the dark world portal here could potentially lead them into their access that they need, having grabbed gravity, flute, and flippers in Paradox Cave. That might point them in the logic of going to dark world for that. So we will see here shortly if they make the play through Dark World from Meridia, or if they will just continue through searching any other one-off locations that they can think of. High jump boots in the first chest there in Swamp Palace. And as Antinomy progresses through the Thieves Town location, Sloater's checking through Swamp Palace. All right, so this chest, 50 rupees in Swamp Palace as Slaughters heads over to the Compass location normally found within Swamp Palace, but as we know, being randomized, it could be anything. It could be a unicorn. Okay, it can't be a unicorn. I would like it to be a unicorn, but it's just missiles. Still on the hunt for the big key. Can't open that big chest there in the middle of the dungeon. Cynas grabbing that first sword. Technically, our second. Well, I mean, it was our first sword, but we know it's one of 2 swords we've seen so far. Sloater's doing really good work to make sure that he does not flood his key. Use a bomb, Sloaters. Just kidding. Candace Murray works brilliantly for those red switches. All right, so the normal hashtag of what's in Zelda's chest. Today we're going to play that what's in the maiden's chest game. Will it be progression? It'll be a bunny that can't open the chest. Oh, it's a shield. We like shields. Tracker shield. Something. Locklen trying to check that left sand pit. Power bombs and missiles. I think he's trying to go for the power bombs. I was going to say spring ball, but big key on the left side of the swamp palace. Antinomy going up against blind, doing a very good job. And he gets the magic net. The bug catching net. And a first crystal for the Gigar gang on the left side in blue. +5 arrow capacity in the big chest of swamp. Womp womp. Locklen trying to do the bomb jump there for Fire Rod locked. Since we haven't seen Space Jump yet, people are kind of trying to magic their way in. They could go to the right side, just one room over, and try to do the ice beam clip, but if they haven't practiced it, it's a pretty tough trick to do, and obviously logic would not require that, so. All right, couple more chests here in Swamp Palace. Locklen doing a reset, deciding that it's not worth it. Cynas heading up against Dragon with no grapple beam. He's just gonna go super missiles and missiles to finish this up. I didn't realize this before. I learned it just, I think, yesterday or the day before, that, like Cynas just did, if you use power bombs, it blows up all of the little sticky spittle globby bits that Dragon spits out at you. I thought you had to shoot him. What did I know? Botmoon for Locklen. Finishes up Botmoon nicely as Cynas finishes off Dragon. Sloaters up here against Argus, going for menu strats to use Hammer, which is a one-shot guaranteed kill for all of these little puff balls instead of using his fighter sword, which would require, I believe, spin strats that nobody wants to do. Locklen heading up to the Dragon room. Cynas trying to get the short charge here in the bottom of the Dragon room to spark out of the room. Since he does not have the grapple, I guess he's going for bomb jumps. That works too. You can normally either space jump out of the room if you have space jump, do a gravity jump, I believe, out of the room, bomb jump like he's trying to do now, or if you have the grapple beam, you can do a grapple exit. Sloaters finishing up with Argus using his hammer to finish it off with no bow. It's definitely a good way to do it. Fire Rod is also an effective tool. Locklen using the grapple beam to head over to the Dragon area, finishing that up quickly. Gonna do a real quick health recharge. Probably thinking maybe grapple strats for Dragon. Sloater's heading towards Pod. This could be a quick check or a really long double dip. We'll have to see if this ends up being a bull-locked pod, which potentially with a bottle, I'm pretty sure he drank the red potion. Maybe that was antinomy, but I think he used that, antinomy used it against blind. So we could potentially see a little bit of a sequence break here using the potion glitch from Sloaters. Locklen going for the grapple strat. Yeah, he just switched to grapple beam, so I think that's what he's going for against Dragon, as Cynas is heading towards the plasma beam location, it appears. And this is the defining moment for Gigar Gang on the left. It is not bow locked. Let us carry on through the rest of the dungeon. Oh, Locklen getting grabbed facing left. It's a little bit of a tighter window. There we go. Grapples right into that beam. Fried shrimp for dinner. All right, so grabbing that extra key from the chest there on the bridge in Pod. Heading towards the vanilla big key location. Small key for his troubles. Key for a key, why not? Right? The Book of Medora? The Book of Words. I mean, that opens tablets. That opens pedestal. I mean, you can check the tablets. You can't really open them and get the items yet. Without Master Sword, you can't do a whole lot with the book. But Desert is now open. I don't think they don't know where the boots are yet. All right. Thebes heading into the dark basement. Having picked up the lantern, we know. Ooh, and using powder to garnish a fairy from that anti-fairy. Small key. And the compass. Antinomy going up against the gold chorizo here, who's not looking so great. He's a little gray, a little green in the gills there. Sloaters heading into the dark maze. Dun, 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 dun. Finishing through the dark maze, heading towards the big chest. Power bombs behind the golden chorizo. How lucky is it to grab that big key just before the big chest? So lucky. Sloater's picking up that shovel, which we know doesn't lead to anything, but Fire Rod Lock team finally making that Dark World play through the Meridia access behind flippers. Here we go. And it looks like we have Ether for Misery Mire. We have not yet seen that, so that is going to be another item on the required list of things we need for Go Mode. And our third sword there in Checkerboard Cave. That's pretty hype. That opens up our tempered sword access as well. Still looking for that bow, still looking for that ice rod, still looking for ether, potentially bombos as well, if that's what we need for Turtle Rock. We also need our Titan's mitts. With charge and ice beam both found, space jump would be a great item to have just for playstyle and, you know, just the life of your Super Metroid game, but not required. But at this point, with 3 swords in knowledge, we're just looking for Dem Bows, Dem Ice Rod, and Arcane of Samaria, which we found. But we still need that ether and potentially a Pombos. Right, so our Desert Palace access, we know is not boots locked. No one has been to the Lower Norfair access outside of Golden Chorizo. Oh, Desert was boots locked? I thought I saw a map. My bad. My bad. Sorry. Yeah, so both teams are in boots mode. They know where boots are. The right side fire rod lock team has known where boots were for a good amount of time. But it hasn't been super beneficial to them yet, as it seems like most of the stuff they needed was in Super Metroid, or they had a hard time getting that Dark World access behind the Meridia portal. Right, Bonk Rocks only being a pack of super missiles. And by only, I mean like only. I love super missiles. So Locklen and Cynas both making the play through Pod and Swamp, which we've already seen from the left side Gigar Gang, Sloaters, and Antinomy. Looks like Sloaters is heading towards the Village of Outcast portal. We may be seeing a quick Skullwoods check. Or not. Sloaters does have Lantern, yes. He looks like he's heading over to realize that he's gonna do King's Tomb real quick. Give a quick bonk to that little tomb there, and we'll see how royal the royal family was. Okay, I mean, they had bombs from the future, so I guess that's a pretty big deal. Cynas working their way through the dark maze here in Palace of Darkness. It's a little tricky. It's something that I definitely don't know how to do, but makes it through, grabs their missiles from that big chest, passes that information along to Locklen, their partner. I think he's going for a potion glitch. Palace of Darkness is not technically bow-locked to complete the backside, but there are two chests here on the right that can be accessed using a potion glitch that I believe Cynas is about to show off. It works by using a potion while walking left. And then when you transition into the next room, or facing left, I guess, that it allows you to manipulate the room in this weird way that allows you to move the enemies off the screen, which tricks the game into believing that you've killed the enemies when you actually haven't. Tricky, tricky. Which allows that door to open. So, magical glitches. Not really finding that it's beneficial to their run yet, having only found a pack of missiles. But Sloater's there in the same boat, coming back to Desert Palace, finishing up the boots locked part, only to find some junkies. Antinomy going up against Ridley. The team names today are the Gigar Gang on the left in blue, and right side is Fire Rod Locked. And Antinomy, having used their ammo up, having to use power bombs to finish off Ridley, getting that mid-air grab, finishing him off. Pretty clutch fight, but very well done considering, so definitely GG's to him on that. Sloaters going through and doing the Landmos fight with Fighter's Sword. It's almost as bad as vanilla. No bow. I believe that Cynas is finally making the play over to Pyramid to grab the gloves for Team Fire Rod Locked. Locklen going for some hammer smash strats there on Argets, finishing it up nicely. Getting a 5er for his effort. Wow! Gloves on Landmo! There's our Titan's mitts! What? But you need gloves to get there! What? Wow! That's pretty high. That's pretty high. It would be even better if Desert Palace was a pendant, but one more crystal on the notch for Team Gigar Gang. Yes, J-Man in chat asking, this really was Meridia entrance required. Yes, Gravity Suit and Flippers were both in Paradox Cave, which led everybody to Meridia, and that was your Dark World access. So, all right, right side team Fire Rod Locked, both picking up their mitts. All right, Super Guy Abby in chat asking a question. To win this race, both runners have to beat both Link to the Past and Super Metroid. So Ganon and Mother Brain are both required. First team to have both players finish win the race. So it's not average time based on who finishes first versus who finishes last kind of thing. It's literally just beat the games. At this time, burning couches for go mode, potentially we have 4 items depending on the Total Rock Medallion. That could be what's holding us back, but definitely, as you said, bow, ice rod, and ether so far. Could be that we need bombos. We'll have to see. Antinomy finishing up Lower Norfair. That completes all of the required bosses that he needs for Super Metroid. He is now able to go towards the Torian location to finish up Super Metroid, though I suspect that he will likely be heading into, like this, right here, right into Link to the Past to finish up quite a few things here. And it looks like this little pterodactyl bird is terrorizing Sloaters a little bit. But he does some good dodges. Little bob and weave here. Carrying along the purple chest with him as he goes. Gonna have to leave that behind while he dips here into the checkerboard cave. Locklen heading towards the bumper cave. Gonna be picking up that heart container. They are a little low on health comparatively. Picking up their 10th piece of heart there. We did get the book and pod, so having Sloaters picking up that Master Sword does open up a couple options between the Ether Tablet and the Bombos Tablet, as well as checking the pedestal. We'll have to see whether or not all dungeons will be required for this seed. Aga was not required, unlike I initially thought it could possibly be, but Sloaters definitely making a little bit of smart routing play here. Coming to this location with the purple chest in the Dark World allows him to turn in the purple chest, grab his 3 blueberries, and then pop back into the portal and check the Bombos location with the mirror. So it's pretty smart play on his part. Oh, 10 arrows on Ped? We already checked that? Dang, how did I miss that? Feels bad. Some power bombs on the Bombos pedestal, the Bombos tablet. Sloaters with his Titan's mitts looks to be heading towards Ice Palace. He has everything that he needs to complete that. Hammer, fire rod, hookshot, cane of Samaria. Yeah, go back, Sloaters. You kind of need that key. Going through these pen gators pretty quick. Grabbing the big key, but what? how free is this ice palace? Let's just hope that the compass and map are on the right side. Cynas finding that lantern at the graveyard ledge for fire rod locked. Antinomy taking a moment to probably discuss a little bit of strat with his teammate as they're both kind of like paused on the little bit of a screen there, talking about what to do next. I think they're gonna wait. He has to go get his Titan's mitts. Book was inside a pod in one of the basement rooms. So without Titan's mitts, he can't head up to Dark Death Mountain, which is where I think he may have been thinking about going. But he needs those Titan's mitts to do some of those checks. All right. Why are we going back to... Is he going to Meyer? I guess he is probably thinking Titan's mitts on Landmola, so he's got a double dip lava dive back into Lower Norfair to come out of the Meyer area behind Gold Chorizo. Yeah. Yeah. All right, cool. Cynas heading into the escape sequence. Grabbing that Quake coin, just in case. What if we need that for Turtle Rock? I was about to say, antinomy, you don't have ether. You can't get into Meyer, but then he pulled out the mirror and I was about to be pretty silly. So far, it seems that we have had a lot of not much going on in Ice Palace. Oh wait, there's our Meyer access. There it is. Love to see that. Very nice ether coin there in the hookshot spike room in Ice Cave or Ice Palace. Couple more chests here. Small key. And a blue potion. Tasty. All right, so I think that's all keys required for Ice Palace. So I think that we could have gotten to Ice Palace pretty early with hammer and flippers and fire rod. Antinomy heading into the back of Desert Palace as Locklen finishes up with blind, getting that first crystal for our right side team fire rod locked. Josie Gamer 32 in chat saying that the team doesn't need either, but all teams need either to get into Misery Mire. Ooh, Sloater's pretty low on that mana. He's gonna need to head back and open up that room on the right to fill up on his mana. But definitely not locked with Oh, does he not know? Does he not know? I don't think he knows. Gotta go to the right, Sloaters. No. Okay, Antinomy finishing up with Desert Palace, grabbing his Titan's mitts. He is switching to the blue potion, filling up his mana. Alright. Cold stare always makes me really anxious. Well, Cynas is in desert, finds out that its boot's locked, and gets out of there. As Sloaters finishes up, gets the ice rod! Bind! Gold stare! What is this? Titan's mitts behind Line Mullis, behind Boots, with ice rod behind Gold stare, behind Line Mullis. What? Just need that bow and potentially whatever medallion we need for Turtle Rock. I need somebody to go and find out what medallion is required for Turtle Rock. Please go. Yeah, definitely not heading to Skullwoods. Probably just gonna. I don't know. Thieves Town? What? They need to be checking Turtle Rock and Hookshot Cave. Hookshot Cave has bow. All right, so Locklen heading here into Turtle Rock, picking up his book. Hopefully that will give Cynas and Locklen in Fire Rod Locked team a little bit of a push to... there's a charge beam there in the Dark Maze, in case anybody was asking. Because I know a couple of people have asked, but I kept thinking it was in Graveyard Ledge, but that's where Lamp was. So anyways... hopefully that will send them towards desert after they find their boots. I just need them to find those Titan Smiths and go to Ice Palace. All right, so all teams are kind of checking things that other teams have done or that we've seen from their teammates and everything. So I just want to make another quick shout out to Pansnick or Mr. Pancakes in chat for helping tracking this race. And thank you to Gigar Gang and Fire Rod Locked as our racing team, both Cynas, Locklen, Sloaters, and Antinomy for providing us with this great entertaining race. Super fun to watch. Thank you all, Speed Gaming viewers, for tuning in to watch. Very appreciated. I'm very glad that the tournament is going as well as it has. And again, another shout out to Keku Manshoyu as the organizer of this whole tournament. And one more time to Speed Gaming as a whole for hosting our tournament. It's been super fun to be a part of. Antinomy will be finishing up shortly in Ice Palace, grabbing his ice rod. Locklen, having found the boots, heading into Desert Palace, grabbing that key off the torch, going to the right side. Gonna be finishing that up soon, grabbing their Titan's mitts. I don't know that we'll actually see anybody dip into Skullwoods because it is a pendant dungeon, and as quick as it could be to check the first couple chests there, I think most people are like, if I can skip it, I'm gonna skip it. Antinomy, with the knowledge that there isn't anything of value on the right side, probably just heading straight to Cold Stare at this point. Sloaters finishing up with a great blind kill. Better than I could do, that's for sure. Heading over to turn... oh, I was going to say turn in his mushroom, but he's going to grab a couple extra potions. Empty the bottle. Get rid of the bee. Oh, there's no bee. There was a bee once upon a time. I feel like I have to know what it is that's at Turtle Rock. Like, what if Bo is behind Pyramid Fairy, guys? Oh my gosh, how is Sloater so good at... okay, never mind. I was about to say, how is he so good at dodging the Myrtledactyls? But then he got hit by it, so I couldn't say that anymore. All right, let's see what kind of value is hiding here in Misery Mire. Cynas finishing up with Thieves Town, getting that quick crystal. Antinomy finishing up with Cold Stare, grabbing his ice rod. As Locklen faces off against the 3 weird worms. They're actually pretty weird. Oh, a map. I like maps. Locklen about to find out about the Titan's mitts there, hiding behind Meridia Access, Dark World, gloves. Sloaters heading to the fish room? What? Nobody does this. It's just a key, my man. It's just a key. Yeah, why did you need a key? Oh, I guess maybe he wanted to switch the switch early? Oh yeah, he wanted to hit the switch in there instead. Banking on not having to do the left side? Question mark? I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask about that if I get the chance to interview them. Da 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 da. All right, we are actually getting an East Dark Death Mountain check. Super Bunny Cave coming up to be super bunny-like. Just kidding. I mean, you did get a fairy in it, but that's not a bunny. Hookshot Cave. Space Jam! Wow, okay, that's cool. Nope, tank. Plasma. What? And a shield in the lung sequence room of Misery Mire. Okay, so wow. Plasma and space jump. Pretty big deals there in the Hookshot Cave. We'll have to see if Misery Mire gives us one more item. One more, right? Okay. We're gonna find out what's a turtle rock. Ether for both! We're just bow mode away. Come on. Where's that bow? Where's the bow? All right. Is Bo gonna be in Turtle Rock? It's gotta be in Turtle Rock. It's gotta be. Or yeah, like Mind of Me says in chat. Like I said earlier, a bow and Pyramid Fairy. Yeah, for sure. Sneaky 666 in chat saying that charge would be nice, but charge is also in Palace of Darkness in the Dark Maze. So while Palace of Darkness is a crystal dungeon, I anticipate with both teams knowing where it is, all 4 members of this race will likely pick it up. So get the hook shot. Yeah, there you go. Can he make it? Can he make it? No boots. Oh, he did it. We made it. All right. All right, Locklen making the play over here to East Dark Death Mountain, heading over to get his fairy in a boodle at the Super Bunny Cave. Antinomy just going on a magic carpet ride in Turtle Rock. What? No, that's not where that's supposed to be. What? Damn bows, though. The bow in the spiky room of Turtle Rock. That's really rude. Go mode for Team Gigar Gang. Oh, Sloater's using that red potion to finish off the sticky little eggy eyeballs of Vitreous. One more. Oh no, lightning struck. Okay, you got this. I trust in the Sloaters. Using one more potion. Finishing off that eye. We're gonna go for spin shots. And then slashes to finish it off. What is Locklen doing? Did he forget that he needed a few more crystals? All right, finishing off Vitreous with Master Sword. It's a little bit scary, but they do find that the final item was on Vitreous. Finishing up that dungeon, getting their next crystal. I anticipate they'll be heading straight to Turtle Rock after they buy some potions. So kind of straight to Turtle Rock. I am out of water. So with us knowing where a charge beam is, ice rod, and bow, will antinomy check laser bridge? I guess he's gonna have to, because there's gonna be a key on laser bridge, so. Unless there's a small key in the big chest, he's gonna have to go to laser bridge and hopefully find a key. Oh no. All right, laser bridge. Checking this out. We got an energy tank in the first chest. The small key. Go, 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 go. Yeah. All right. So Slaughter's going to be picking up his bow here in the left side of the first Turtle Rock rooms here at the Spike Room. Antinomy doing a couple safeties here, grabbing a fairy, and then the decanter here under this skull will fill up his magic. And we'll be heading into the Trinex fight. The floor looks really weird on his stream. Okay, now it's fixed. That was odd. Going for hammer strats. Really smart since we don't have the tempered sword yet. Gonna end up with at least one layer of frost on the floor. Alright, 2. Cynas, having picked up their boots, heading into Desert Palace, grabbing their big key in the vanilla location. Sloaters finishing off with phase 3 of maybe. Oh my gosh. I'm scared. I'm scared. Oh god, the ice! No! Oh, he has a fairy. He has a fairy, everybody. Calm down. It's okay. I'm saying this more to myself than you guys. Alright. Finish it up. Got Trinex down. Cynas heading over to Landmolus to get their power Titan's mitts. And Gigargang. Gigargang? Anyways. They are officially in go mode, with both of them having picked up bow here in Turtle Rock. It will be fairly quick for Antinomy to go through and finish up Helmasaur, go mode through Swamp Palace and Misery Mire. Who doesn't love to get a sword upgrade off of Trinex? Like, Locklen may be trying to do some master sword strats. We'll see. We already found silvers on the Chozo after bowling, so pretty sure everybody's got silvers because he had to go there to get Fire Rod. So you were not in before silvers in GT because we already found silvers, which were also not in GT. That's okay, Titus. Titus. Please don't slaughter me for saying the name I don't know. Sonic Cam 5 in chat. Yes. Charge Beam is in the top left chest of the Dark Maze here in Palace of Darkness. So while Sephi is here, or I mean Antinomy is here in Palace of Darkness, I anticipate he will likely be picking that up. Especially since Big Key is in the bottom right chest of the dark maze, so. Antinomy picking up that book. Locklen. 5 supers left against Ridley. 3, 2, 1. All right. Charge beam struts, or yeah, he's going missiles. It's got it pretty close. I think he just finally made the last transition to his it's different color. So Sloater's taking the safety door. Possibly looking, I don't know what he's looking for, actually. Maybe Antinomy couldn't remember which chest had the key. Antinomy getting bullied there by the little orb dude. Yeah, he has the spaz beam. Oh no! Locklen, no! Alright, Cynas making that play over to Ice Palace. Gonna be picking up that ice rod from Cold Stare shortly. Really the only thing that anybody wants in Ice Palace. Alright, Sloaters heading into the Trinix area, filling up his health, dashing in, gonna be grabbing that decanter, starting his Trinix fight shortly. Sloaters gonna be up against Trinix here. We'll see if he also opts to go with hammer struts. Makes sense. Oh, he's going with master sword slashes. What? He's also using the backdoor strat. Pretty good. Antinomy picking up his charge beam and the big key to Palace of Darkness, which is required for the boss. Alright, finishing off with the first head death there. Swapping over to use a potion as he was out of magic, also low on health. Ooh. Going for the ice head here. Just taking those bodies shots. I mean, being bodied by the middle Trinix. Yes, you do need a key for that door right there that Antinomy is just now looking at and can't go through. Sloater's finishing off with his Trinix fight, picking up that tempered sword. Locklen doing a little bit of farming before heading back into the Ridley fight. All right, going on with Ridley here. 20 super missiles left. Also, Melanax in chat, showing up with a 11 viewer raid. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Thank you so much. Antinomy grabbing this small key here in this chest, then heading back towards Hamasaur. Sloaters following directly behind as Locklen unleashes the missile barrage on Ridley. All right, Locklen finishing up with Ridley, getting that morph ball grab as he explodes. Ridley, that is, not Locklen, of course. Cynas still working through Ice Palace, picking up the last few chests here in the tea room. All right, Sloater's grabbing his small key here to allow him that access to the back rooms to head up against Hamasaur. Antinomy switching to his silver arrows, one shot to the green gem there after the mask breaks off, and that finishes up the Hamasaur fight. Cynas with one of the last few chests here in Ice Palace before heading down to Cold Stare, grabbing that blue goo. Gonna be going down, finding their ice rod off of Cold Stare, and finishing up with this dungeon quite quickly. Antinomy with a little bit of menuing, swapping over to Mirror and head over to the Light World. Tooting on that flutin'. I'm likely heading towards portal number 4. That's where he should... Yeah, 4. Oh, no, he's going to Mire. Okay, I was going to say 4 for Swamp Palace, but... Mire first. Sloaters, just a couple rooms away from finishing up the Palace of Darkness here. This turtle room, a little bit of a troll, but he's finished it out quite nicely. Cynas heading towards the Cold Stare fight, knowing that he has a potion in... Oh, no, he's going to kill stuff to see if he can get a little bit more magic without having to use a potion. He does have the same small key that he could use to get to the mana refill room just before Cold Stare, but I think he's just... Yeah, looks like he's just going to go for it and use his potion. Keku mentioning in chat, wonder which one of them will finish first. While Sloaters still has Ridley to do, Antinomy has a couple more dungeons to finish up before he's quite finished with Link to the Past. So potentially pretty close race between these two team members. We'll have to see. And as Sloaters finishes up with Helmsard, that is his 7th and final crystal. I think he's heading over to, well, I was going to say, we can start the game, but if I think he's heading to Ridley, so I think you're a little premature on that, Keiko Manchoyu. I don't know yet that we're quite ready to start the game. Yeah, we'll delay that. We'll start it again in a little bit after he finishes up with Ridley. Cynas looks to be making a play possibly towards Turtle Rock. Definitely one of the last places that Team Fire Rod Locked on the right has left to check. Having finished Ice Palace, the only other option that they really have is a 50-50 split between Turtle Rock and Misery Mire. Getting that Ether Medallion in Ice Palace definitely opens up the chance that they're thinking, well, is it Turtle Rock? Is it Misery Mire? So making that play over to check out Hookshot Cave, Super Bunny Cave, grabbing that Fairy in a Boodle, and popping into Turtle Rock. Definitely grabbing that bow. Alright, so we'll see. Antinomy finishing up with Misery Mire, already having that bow. 2 shots with the silver arrows. One of the only bosses in this game that takes more than 1 silver arrow to finish. Antinomy finishing off with Vitreous. Good fight, quick fight. Gonna pop over, do that mirror thing, flute over to 4, and head into Swamp Palace as Sloaters heads off against the Metal Space Pirates here, using a couple of the Shine Spark Echoes to finish them off. Cynas there in Hookshot Cave, heading over to... Oh, I was going to say he was going to mirror and do the floating island, but I think he's just actually going to head straight into Turtle Rock. All right, Sloaters here in his fight against Ridley came prepared with the 30 super missiles that are required. If you make sure you hit every single one and you don't miss a single shot with 30 super missiles, you can finish off Ridley. I think he missed a super missile shot or 2, so he's just using missiles to finish him off. Gets that mid-air grab from Ridley. Finishes it off quite nicely. And picks up a little bit of ammo just to help him get through back up the climb from Lower Norfair. And on his way out, we are nearly matched with Sloaters and Antinomy. We could have a little bit of a competition going on between team members to see who can finish first. And Cynas, having picked up the bow from Turtle Rock there in the spike room on the left, definitely puts Fire Rod Locked into go mode. pretty close race. Just a couple things that, put one team ahead of the other. Everybody's pretty much done every dungeon except Swamp or Skullwoods. Like, nobody went into Skullwoods. Like, nobody wants to go into Skullwoods. Locklen will likely be really relieved to find out that Trinex holds a sword, so that will definitely give them their Master Sword access that they are looking for their actual individual go mode, just so that they can head up against Ganon and be able to do a little bit of damage to him. Takes a little bit longer to do a Master Sword Ganon, simply because the Master Sword can only do damage to Ganon using spin strats. So we'll have to see if he decides to go for a third sword, or if he'll just try to go for Master Sword strats and go for the spin strats later on. Okay, so I guess now would be the appropriate time to say, let's start getting our Ganon Tower big key chest, or big key guesses in chat. Pick a number between 1 and 22. If you think the item is going to be in a specific room or location, something like tile room or Bob's chest, go ahead and toss that out as well. Can I just do 9 again? Okay, yeah. I do 9, or I should say, I generally pick 9 as my answer, but I generally like to go with the fire snake room. So depending on the left-right routing, however they choose to go about it, I like the fire snake room. So that can be chest number 9, or potentially chest number 13. So we'll have to see. But my guess is the fire snake room. So get your guesses in chat. Quick, quick, quick. All right. Last couple guesses. Get them in fast. I really want a drink of water, but I'm solo commentating, so I can't get up. All right, Locklen heading up against Cold Stare. Oh, hammer strats make me really nervous. Okay, we gotta stop the game. I'm gonna stop it. Keiko, can you stop the game? I'm watching somebody not die to Cold Stare. I can breathe. Woo. All right, Locklen grabbing their ice rod. Thank you, Keiko. All right, here we go. We're gonna start counting. We're gonna go with the first 2 chests on the right here. Bambos. Small key. All right, 1 small key. Generally, if you get only 1 small key or no small keys, you'll head to the left after checking those first 2 chests. Sloaters, that's a small key, not a big key. Try again. Okay, so still at number 2. Key number 3 location at the torch is just a Paco missiles. We're gonna leave Bob alive today. Even though in the combat randomizer there's technically no Bob, it's always just an anti-fairy. It's fixed. They fixed the sprite. Chest number 4 is a map. Chest number 5, big 20. Chest number 6, a small key. Chest number 7 is the key to Burna. Super helpful like 2 hours ago. All right. Chest number 8 coming up. Just some missiles. Chest number 9, my guess, coming up shortly. The fire snake room. All right, here we go. Here we go. Fire snake room. Chest number 9. Wait, is antinomy doing tile room? What is happening? I'm so confused. Okay, well, it's not tile room, so it's probably probably somewhere here in Rando room. All right, chest number 10, supers. 11, E-tank. 12, big key. Whoa! All right, number 12. The first person that I see saying that is Yankee 90 Rocket. Followed shortly behind with Sierreni. And then yeah, just pretty much you dudes, you guys, you did it. Chest number 12. Really close. Good job. You guys get it. All right, Cynas heading off against the triple-headed terror, Trinix, who I hate. Finishes with the ice head and goes into phase 2. Very nicely done. Finishing off with Trinix, getting that next level sword, which for Cynas is actually the better sword. Double upgrade. Just kidding. There's so much to watch and track on these races with solo comps and solo trackers. It happens. Antinomy dashing over real quick, grabbing a little extra ammo, that half magic, and the big key. Locklen hearing the news of a sword on Trinix, thinking, yeah, man, you don't have to do Master Sword Ganon after all. Sloaters here on Lanmo 2, getting a little bit of lag, missing that first cycle. Ooh, almost gets the second cycle. Finishes it off with 3. Antinomy heading also into the Ganon climb. Starting out their gauntlet here as Cynas goes towards Palace of Darkness to finish up one of their last 2 or 3 crystal dungeons. Very nicely done through the gauntlet there on Slitter's end, heading towards the torch rooms. 1 of 2 torch rooms. Locklen going for bomb strats and then dash strats on Misery Mire boss Vitreous. Finishes up with their mana and switches back to bomb strats. Not having the bow yet from Turtle Rock, and only having Master Sword, I think that they feel that this is probably their best option. But using that blue potion, switching back to Cape, going back for some more dash strats. Oh no, antinomy, do you still have a fairy? Okay, good. I was about to say, that's crazy scary. And Sloater's deciding to... Was he out of mana? Did he not have enough magic to powder that fairy? Weird. Locklen finishing up with Vitreous. As Sloaters finishes up with Moldorm 2. Super quick fight. And antinomy working on Lamo 2. Finishes up Lamo 2 as Cynas heads into the Helmosaur fight. Cynas breaking off that mask. One silver arrow shot right in that green gem. Finishes up Helmosaur. Locklen heading directly towards Turtle Rock to pick up that bow, finish off Trinex. That will allow him to also go through and clear out Palace of Darkness as his last dungeon. Cynas now in Crystal... oh, no, he's still in the Swamp Palace. Ooh. I was about to say he was in Crystal Gold mode, but I didn't realize he hadn't done Swamp yet. Sloaters finishing up with Agad 2. First one of our runners to head into the Ganon 2 fight. Ganon 2 fight? Ganon 2 fight 2? Agad 2, Ganon 2. Ganon. All right. Tempered sword in hand, half magic, both the lamp and fire rod. This will be quite quick with silver arrows. Thanks everybody for laughing along with me at my own dumbs. He's going to use that last blue potion, fill up his health, switch back to hookshot so that he can clip through a couple damage frames and potentially grab the torches if needed. All right. Antinomy heading up the stairs towards the Agatu fight as Locklen has picked up their bow, heading in to finish up Turtle Rock. Cynas just planning to grab that big key and head directly towards Vitreous to finish up their go mode. Okay, Ganon's being a little bit of a jerk because he wants to teleport everywhere. I mean, if I could teleport, I would probably teleport everywhere too. But he's being a little bit of a show-off now. It's a little bit rude, that's all. Did you find the arrows? In Super Metroid. Is that what that said? Antinomy finishing with Aga 2. Oh, it actually says in the wreck ship? Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize. I figured it would have said, like, just a location. Like, criteria. But I thought it said Super Metroid. All right, Sloaters being the first to finish off Ganon of our 4 racers tonight. Let's go ahead and get 1G in chat. Just one. We'll see how he goes against Mother Brain shortly. Locklen finishing up with a little bit of Turtle Rock here. Cynas, I know, got the big key and is heading towards Vitreous. Gotta get this little Hoku Boku dead. Pokey, otherwise called. Grabs that small key. That will allow him to progress further through the Turtle Rock dungeon. Antinomy on to the teleport phase, phase 3 of the Ganon fight. He's about to find out that Ganon wants to be telepathic and teleport everywhere like a crazy person. Sloaters also didn't stop to fill up his ammo count. So I guess he's just going with charged plasma, not ice. All right, Antinomy finishing up with Ganon as well. Let's go ahead and get one more G in chat for Antinomy. Dodge93 in chat asking, do you have to beat Ganon before you beat Super Metroid? No. The goal is to beat either game. Well, I mean, you have to beat both games, but either one first. Doesn't really matter. I'd noticed that most players, for some reason, tend to finish Super Metroid last. I don't know if it's because they just like doing the full escape sequence or something. If you finish Link to the Past first, obviously you end up right back on top of the pyramid, just in case you finish Link to the Past, but there's still progressive items in that game, and vice versa with Super Metroid. If you finish Super Metroid first, you go through the escape sequence without a timer, but as soon as you go through the old escape shaft and get back to the criteria surface, the explosions and the world ending kind of stops. And like I said, there's no timer, so. Cynas has all 7 crystals, but Swamp Palace is not checked off. Pansneck, my buddy, can you please click that? Thank you. You got it. Okay, so Sloaters gets that baby skip like a boss. Antinomy just shortly behind. Antinomy having the ice beam makes it a little bit faster for him to go through these Metroids, being able to freeze them rather than having to use 2.5 power bombs to finish them off. Or, I mean, by the time you count it, it's 3. Sloaters with that Zeb skip, doing a really good job with the short charge to finish that up. Cynas heading into the Ganon Tower. Gonna be looking for that big key. I think he also needs to finish up the Ridley fight, as well as Locklen still needing to finish up Dragon. So. Yeah, it looks like antinomy is just gonna go for the regular Zeba type kill. Unless he's gonna try to skip with Sprinkle. There you go. All right, and Sloaters heading into this Hyper Beam phase, or phase 3 of Mother Brain, when the baby Metroid comes in and is like, hey, don't pick on my friends. And then I cry. Locklen doing a couple hammer strats. Probably. I mean, that's really scary for me, but he knows that he's going to be getting his tempered sword from Trinex here as he finishes up. Cynas going through, heading over to the rando room doing a left side check, so he'll be finding that key quite quickly, passing that information along to Locklen and helping out with that. Antinomy also onto phase 3, going for the stand-up glitch. All right, Sloaters entering into the phase 4 with the Hyper Beam. Super quick kill here on Mother Brain. A rainbow beam, as a lot of people like to call it as well. Antinomy continuing through with his stand-up glitch. Sloaters finishing up with Mother Brain only has the escape sequence to complete to be our first racer. Antinomy also finishing up with the Mother Brain fight. Escape sequence will be starting shortly. I anticipate that neither of these races will save the animals, but we'll see. Probably not going to happen. Cynas, having found the big key in the rando room, chest number 12, heading up through the Ganon Tower Gauntlet, and Locklen finishing up Palace of Darkness as his final crystal dungeon. Yeah, Seffi did miss the blue bomber, but he's going to do a full charge to escape. And Sloaters is our first to finish of all of our restreamed racers with an official SRL time of 3 hours, 5 minutes, 43 seconds. GG's. Let's get both G's in chat for Sloaters. We will hopefully have them in to interview shortly. Antinomy finishing off with an official SRL time of 3 hours, 6 minutes, and 27 seconds. All right, I think they will be joining shortly for an interview. Welcome, Sloaters, Antinomy.
Yo, hello, what's up? I gotta give a huge shout outs to my partner, Sloaters. Not like partner, like, for life, but like,
yeah.
but
sure.
like,
Whatever
partner for the
you say,
tournament.
Seffi. GG's though. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
How are you feeling? You carry on through one more round of the bracket stage?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, Sloaters, how do you feel?
I mean, this seed out of like the 3 we've done so far, I feel like this one was like the best for like our skill set. Like it definitely felt like pretty Super Metroid heavy, especially at the start, and that's like kind of what we are hoping for when we do these. So it kind of felt like a really good seed for us at least.
Yeah. I mean, that Meridia access to Dark World was a little bit insane. I don't know that I've seen that yet in the tournament. So that was a nice showcase of the potential logic that may be required.
Oh, that's cool. Because that was Sloater's idea. He cosmic brained that and was like, oh, just gain access like through Meridia.
Yep.
And I really do think, having that early access into Super Metroid was what really gave us it gave us like a head start on everything, because we found a bunch of items there and we were able to clear out a lot of Super Metroid with a little bit of dipping back into A Link to the Past, just because we were right there. We might as well see what's like what was over at Death Mountain, and then just come right back and then go through Meridia like Sloaters had planned.
Yeah, I think you guys followed the logic pretty well, especially picking up that Meridia access, but then like the glove on Pyramid Ledge with Titan's mitts behind Landmolus was a little bit crazy.
Yeah, it definitely was. And I remember like we were kind of running out of ideas like right before we went to Dark World, and then I was like, oh wait, like I remember there's like this thing you can do like going through Meridia to go to Dark World, and I was like, I don't know if that's like something we need to do in this logic, but I remember it like being possible. And then when I saw like the gloves on there, I was like, holy crap, like I think that's actually what we were supposed to do.
Yeah, and it almost was kind of like trying to shout that at you, because Flippers and Gravity Suit were both together, literally just in the two chests next to each other there in Paradox Cave. But it's kind of like, hey, take your flippers, take your gravity suit, carry on.
Yeah, seriously.
No, but I think you guys did really well, and congratulations again. Any other questions? Any other comments?
I love sloaters.
I mean, we get that.
No, you
Partners for
don't. No,
life,
you
like
don't. You
said.
really don't get it. Like
Partners for life.
this
We get it.
is- I'm so happy that we're able to like make it this far because I don't know. This wasn't really A Link to the Past really isn't like our strong point at all. We just kind of would play the randomizers every once in a while. But I mean, honestly, like also, I really want to thank Cynas and Locklen for the race. These guys were really friendly, like all prior to the race that we had just now. Like they were super friendly. They were really cooperative. It sucks that we couldn't do that same seed, our race last week because of a power outage. But
yep.
But still, like I thank them the most, and thank you for the commentary, and thank you to organizers.
That's all right. It was a fun birthday day to spend chilling, hanging out, watching you guys do your race. So.
Your birthday?
Birthday.
Oh, what? Did you announce that? Did you tell them?
Keku did.
Oh,
I
Keku
wasn't
did?
planning to, but
Yeah, Keku likes to expose people. That's just what he's known for. Like if he has dirt on you, he'll put it out in the open, and he'll make sure to at everyone.
Yeah, thanks, boss.
That's just what he does. But no, hey, happy birthday!
Thank you.
And I don't know. I think that's it.
All right, well, cool. We're just finishing up watching Cynas and Locklen go through their Ganon Tower climbs and Ganon fights. So if you guys want to stay and chill and chat, or if you just want to pop into the SG chat, we'd be happy to hear from you.
But I just cooled down right now. I'm freaking out internally. I'm trying to like not spaz out. Oh,
the spaz beam? Is that what I heard you just say?
No, that's not. I hate that beam.
Well, it's my beam.
Oh, it's not. I'm glad that's your beam. It's not mine. Because I really
I know. I keep trying to tell chat. Everybody's like, oh, it's Steffi's beam. And I'm like, no, it's my beam. Because I'm a spaz. That's the spaz beam. That's my beam.
I remember you said,
me the beam.
Sloaters, I found Spacer Beam. I can't believe it. You're just overjoyed by it.
When I found that, I was so mad. I just wanted to dot forfeit. I was done. Because that's 3 seeds back to back that I just fully picked it up. And I hate that beam.
Well, I don't mean to interrupt, but let's get 1G in chat real quick for Cynas finishing up his Ganon fight.
Cynas.
G. Thanks, guys. If you want to drop, you're welcome to. I can just finish chatting about their race. So.
Yeah, I'll play a drop.
Again, congratulations, you guys. We'll have you finish up one more race. I believe you're going up against Bootless Suitless, right?
Ooh. Yeah, that's
Wait, who's that? Is that Maniacal?
Yeah,
Maniacal
that's like
oh my god!
That's like a final boss battle kind of
That
thing.
is. Oh. All right, bring him on.
Yeah, that'll be a fun race to watch.
All right, cool. Thank you, everyone.
Have a great night. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you, Miss Metroid, for the commentary and the
course.
restreamer for putting this on. And happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you. All right. So Locklen heading through the Ganon Tower Gauntlet fight here, which is a struggle for me. Cynas having finished up Link to the Past, going to the Ridley fight as their last boss that's required for them. Ooh, and Cynas, right at that last moment, remembering to turn on their plasma beam. Space jump, screw attack in hand, heading off to Ridley. This makes the amphitheater room a lot better. Ooh, Locklen taking a death there, and the last room of the gauntlet. Fortunately, having that fairy, being able to pick right up and head into the Lanmo 2 fight. Cynas dropping down into this side hopper room. Locklen with one more Lanmo left. Gets it with a silver arrow. And here we go into the Wizrobe room number 1. Pulling out that Cane of Samaria. Oh, but still taking a fall. This room's so tricky. And Cynas going with super missiles against the metal space pirates here. All right, perfect. Last couple of rooms, the fire torch rooms here in the Ganon's Tower climb, as Cynas with 39 super missiles heads into the Ridley fight. This should be fairly free for him. Still not having Ice Rad, but well, he does have Ice Beam. I just said Ice Rad, but I meant Ice Beam. But he does have Ice Beam. I'm crazy. "30 super missiles to the face, and Ridley will die." And yes, Yankee 90 Rocket in chat. Dragon is still left for Locklen to finish up. All right. Cynas, couple more super missiles, and then just finishing off Ridley with the regular missiles as he gets grabbed, and Ridley explodes. Locklen getting chased by the anti-fairy there. Ooh, but does a really good job making sure to hold that button to make sure that Moldorm 2 does not knock him off of the platform. So very good job managing his directional inputs there, keeping it safe. Cynas starting his lower Norfair ascent, climbing back out from his Ridley fight. Locklen heading towards the Aga 2 fight. Doesn't look like we've had very friendly patterns from Aga tonight. We've had quite a few long streams of 11000121. So pretty unfortunate Aga geometry going on today. Locklen finishing up with Aga 2, heading into the Ganon fight shortly. Pretty sure he picked up a couple extra potions just to make sure. He does have half magic as well as the lantern and fire rod, so the torches should not be an issue. You should have plenty of resources to keep that going. And with 32 arrows, definitely ample ammo to finish up the big pig. All right, entering now into phase... Oh, not quite phase 2 yet. I was thinking he was going to do some some fire. Swapping over to take that potion with 2 hearts left. Bunch of fire going around. Possible Ganon hugs coming up. The big key hunters for the reverse Slinky in chat asking are Maximum Barnage and Super Nintailor. Ooh, and Locklen getting hit by a couple of those fire bats. Little scary. But Cynas finishing up with his 4 bosses in Super Metroid, saving at the ship. Definitely going to load up on his ammo while he's here. Ooh, Locklen missing that torch glitch. But, as I said, he's definitely got enough magic with half magic. And being able to use the lantern and fire rod if needed. And another potion. There we go. Totally good. Swapping over to those silver arrows, grabbing that fire rod. One more arrow. There we go. Let's get 1G in chat for Locklen. Just the G. All right. So Locklen doing a hard reset. With this combo randomizer, once you save and quit in Link to the Past, if you do a hard reset on your console or the emulator that you may be using, if you do a full reset of the game, it will put you right back on your ship here in Super Metroid. I believe he just has Dragon left to do as far as the tracker shows, unless I missed it. He could have done it, but we'll see what he decides to do from here. Cynas doing a really good job clearing through the Metroid rooms here. Having that ice beam definitely helps a lot. You don't have to use the power bombs to dispatch the Metroids. And I think Locklen is heading towards Torian, so I think we've got them all. We'll see as soon as he enters into this room if the statue's still there. I may have forgot Dragon. Nope, he's got him. All right, heading to Mother Rain. Let's go. And Cynas here in the baby Metroid room. Gonna see if they're gonna go for a baby skip with no high jump boots. A lot of people, yeah, he's going for the damage. A lot of people don't like to try for a baby skip without high jump boots, but we'll see. Ooh, got snagged. Silly little dust bugs. Super Metroid, well, yes, both games save if you transition between one or the other. So if you get an item within Link to the Past, save and quit, and then head into the, let's say the Lake Hylia teleport, then it saves that item as well. Or if you just go into a teleport, you don't have to save and quit, I guess. Cynas going for, I believe, the ice Zeb skip. Yeah. Gets it first try. GG's to Cynas for that really good Zeb skip. And on to the full phase of Mother Brain here for Cynas as Locklen finishes up with the baby Metroid. All right, Cynas finishing up with phase 2, on to phase 3, or the catch-up phase. Ooh, that beam does a lot of damage. Yikers. And getting ready to take that damage from this hyper beam of Mother Brains. Locklen doing a quick save. And Locklen going for the Zeb kills using super missiles. Having charge beam ammo is less of an issue, less of a concern for quite a few runners. So, all right, Cynas getting the baby Metroid here to refill his health quickly. We'll be going up against the final phase of Mother Brain shortly. All right, Cynas finishing off with the baby Metroid, gets his hyper beam. Locklen using those charge beam shots do a lot of damage to the Mother Brain. Taking a couple of those catch-up beams. Probably doesn't want to take another. I guess he's got reserves. He'll be all right. Oh, we're good. Taking a final beam to the face. Is he gonna go for stand-up? Ah. Guess he didn't have enough health because you have to have quite a bit more than that. Oh, he had 3 health left. That was scary. Wow. Cynas into the escape sequence here. We'll see if he decides to save some animals today. Sometimes the escape sequence can be a little bit of a pain in the butt when you don't have high jump boots, because you got to do a couple wall jumps, and the explosions and space pirates in the way gets to be a little annoying. But Cynas is working through, doing a really good job. He's just got this spark that he's going to do here. Yeah, there we go. We got it. All right, and Locklen entering into the final phase with his hyper beam. I'm going to finish off Mother Brain as Cynas goes to save the animals. Mwahaha. It's really just a birthday present for me. That's what I'm going to say. Even though I don't really believe that he's doing that for any other reason than he can. Locklen finishing off Mother Brain as Cynas bops into the ship and finishes with a official SRL time of 3 hours, 32 minutes, and 3 seconds. GG's to Cynas in chat. Woohoo! Locklen following shortly behind. Ooh, yeah. Space jump and screw attack make this so much easier. I love having both of those for the escape sequence. Also getting that spark up the escape shaft. Will Locklen save the animals too? Oh my gosh. He's gonna do it! That's so amazing! I'm so happy right now. It's like the bestest birthday presents ever. All right, and Locklen finishing with an official SRL time of 3 hours, 34 minutes, and 15 seconds. GG's! Fire Rod Lock to you. We'll probably get them in for an interviews.
Hey there, guys.
Welcome, and GG's.
You are never allowed to roll seeds ever again.
What?
I mean, just ever.
What?
That one rivaled some of Keku's seeds.
Yeah, it's okay. I forgive you.
Wow. Wow. All right, fine.
No, it was we were a little worried there. We never checked Waterway in Brinstar, and right as Locklen was heading to Lamela's, we were like, oh my god, if Glove isn't here, we're in really big trouble. So that's the only reason that this even looked competitive, but if it had been there, it would have been a whole different game.
Yeah, it was actually, I will honestly say this is the first time that I've seen a seed in the tournament, maybe not during the weeklies or anything, where Dark World access was actually through Meridia. That was really unusual for me.
Mm-hmm.
You could have darkroomed Aghanim, but...
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, but at the same time, you guys still only had Fighter Sword at that moment.
Well, we had tape. We could have gotten in there.
Yeah.
True.
And I also thought about going to Lower Norfair, but I was not confident in my gravity jump, and I only tried it once.
Yeah, well, I think that move, following through with that logic through through Meridia. I mean, definitely was the big thing. Plus, gloves on Pyramid Ledge, and then Titan's mitts behind Lanmolis was a little crazy.
It really is. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
the
I
only
do feel a little bad.
Nah, it's okay. I mean, let's see. So we've had some crazy stuff in our tournament. So we've had a PED seed. We had this seed. I don't even know what you call that, but it took us longer than the PED seed. So I'm sure chat was happy.
Yeah, I think that it was sufficiently trolly, and the logic behind Meridia definitely was something that I don't know that many people are prepared to think about. So,
Yeah. Let's see.
Had nothing on it this time, but it could easily have something in the future.
so
Yeah,
Locklen, I wanted
Yeah.
to ask you, when Cynas finished off Trinex and found that third sword for you, were you pretty relieved that you
Yes.
didn't have to?
I was preparing. I was honestly considering dipping Halo just to grab that before I did GT.
Yeah. It was definitely a really nice find for you guys, not having to worry about doing Master Sword Ganon or anything.
It was. If only we had the sense to go into Meridia sooner.
Well, that's
Oh well.
the gambles, that's how it goes.
We're happy with how we did this tournament. We won a game, which is what we set out to do. It's neither of us are what you would call super experienced players.
Yeah, I think you guys did really great.
Yeah, so Locklen, how long have you been running seeds? I think I'm at about 2 months worth.
Roughly in that area.
Yeah, so for anybody out there watching, looking to get into this, it's definitely doable. I mean,
Go for it.
those first couple times are pretty punishing. I think my first seed was 5 hours in-game time, and I didn't even bother to real time it. But yeah, now we're pretty reliably below 3 hours, unless Ms. Metroid rolls seeds for me. Or Kaku. Kaku rolled us the PED seed, I think. I don't know, but it was it certainly got my money's worth. I hope chat did too.
Yeah, I think that chat was pretty hype about a few things.
Yes.
And it's my birthday,
Yes,
so
we tossed
Happy
the bird
birthday.
and saved the animals.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You guys saved the animals, both of you, for my birthday. It was like the best gift that you didn't even know you were giving me.
Happy birthday, Miss Metroid.
Yeah. I
Thank
threw
you.
not one but 2 birds. That was solidarity. But
2 bird tosses is good.
so I don't know.
Well,
Any
I was just gonna say, unfortunately, I won't be able to watch you guys in the co-op anymore, being eliminated tonight. Do you have anything you want to say as your final evening?
I mean, if we have another one in the future, I'll be sure to try and check it out.
Yeah.
the same for me. We got to race some really great teams here, like no joke. We got to play against Oats and Goats in our first match, who was a Super Metroid god, and then we had Alucard and Wild Anaconda. And that was pretty intense. And then
They slaughtered us.
oh my god, yeah. We did okay that seed though, all things considered. And then Sloaters and Antinomy were really probably the best matchup that we had, that were really close to our skill level, I think. And hats off to them. They've got a tough match ahead of them. Yeah, they're going up against Maniacal and Solsky from Bootless Suitless, and that would have been the trifecta for me to
Right.
race against them, but I had no hopes of going further than that.
Yeah, I'm pretty hyped to see how that match is going to go down, as well as what I anticipate to be the Team Wildcard versus Team Farts with Andy and Ivan versus
that'll be a good one to
Wildcard and
I'm gonna see if I can sign up to com that one.
Yeah, sign up, make sure.
Well, there's no times. Also, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Did my timer work? Were you guys able to see a timer for me for once?
Yeah. Yep. And I noticed that you
Thank goodness.
just barely stopped it, so
I'm new to this whole streaming business.
no, it's good. You did very well, both of you, for
Thank you for coming for
streams
us,
and
and
everything.
thank the trackers for tracking, and all the viewers who are the reason why we even have these tournaments.
Right. Besides, just me. I mean, you do it for me, really.
Yes,
Just
happy
kidding.
birthday. We
Well, you're worth 1
rescheduled
million
this
viewers.
like 3 times just for you.
Yeah, I know. It's just for me. You did it knowing that it was my birthday, too. Just kidding.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much going to do it for us. We don't want to hold you guys up too much, but
Any last questions for us?
yeah.
No, I don't think so. I think we're probably just going to end up hopping over to the Speed Gaming 4 channel, which is where Maniacal and Solski are currently commentating for the other race, Stoops Product versus that other team that I can't remember.
Fail guys. I
Yes, Phil guys.
How'd
Yeah,
you get
you
in,
got
all
it.
people?
think. Yeah.
It's been a long time commentating. I'm a little. I could use some dinner.
Yeah, well, and hopefully have some birthday cake. Again, thanks everybody for watching. Locklen and I will certainly be back for 2v2s at some point, and then I hope to do some solo stuff when the next tournament comes around. I've finally got a time where maybe I can win a game or two there as well. So looking
Awesome.
forward to having some more people in. And yeah, really, this 2v2 tournament is like nothing but good matches going forward. Don't miss them, guys.
I'm looking forward to also entering the fall tournament for a Link to the Past Open, Rando.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a crack at those qualifiers.
Good luck, man. I can't bomb jumps. Take it easy, everyone.
All right, take care,
Thank
everybody.
you both. Have a great evening.
Bye.
Just to wrap it up, and thank you again to our runners. We have Sloaters, Antinomy, Cynas, and Locklen. Make sure you guys hop over and give them a follow if you enjoyed the race tonight. Like I said, there is another race from this same tournament, a co-op currently going on between the Fail Guys and Stoops Product over on Speed Gaming 4. That's pretty much it for me tonight. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Thank you, Pansnick, Mr. Pancakes, for tracking with me this evening. You guys are all brilliant. Thank you, Kegu, for... I'm not going to say spoiling my birthday, because I wasn't really spoiling, but... You guys are awesome. Thank you. Have a great night.